Hey, Sam. Can I come in? I need to talk to you about your child.
I don't want to hear it.
Yes, you do, Sam. This is a memory drive. On it was a record of Lucy unveiling some dark secrets on what the Bridges researchers had planned. Details of women brought over from Mexico for the BB experiments. The ones that Neil Vanna trafficked for Bridges. It was through his therapy that Lucy found out about it all when he confessed to everything he'd done. Sam, I know you were more than just her patient. You were her partner.
I didn't stop her from cheating on me.
Wait. That's not the whole story. We also know who the baby's real father was. It was you, Sam. The record leaves no room for doubt. The child that Lucy was carrying wasn't Neil's. It was yours. Lucy left you a heartfelt apology, along with an explanation. Your child was extraordinary. The offspring of the repatriate who was the world's first BB. Lucy knew that if the Bridges researchers found out, they would use the baby as a test subject. So she lied. She pretended the child was Vanna's to mislead them. But she always intended for you to discover the truth one day. That's why she gave this necklace to him.
Incoming distress call from the network node. There's an army of ghost mechs right on their doorstep. We need to secure the node. Lose it, and it could cripple the entire network.
I'm headed to the bridge, Sam. You better get ready.
All right.
Heads up, everyone. He's here. Sam, we're in the end game now. No matter what it takes, we have to link up this final network node. I called this mission briefing to ensure that we're all on the same page. Our objective and its surroundings are defended by a sizable contingent of ghost mechs. Clearly, they're not going to make it easy for us.
So, here's the plan. Tarman, you'll helm the DHV Magellan, as always. Rainey, I want you on the radar.
Leave it to me.
Depending on how things go, I may ask you to use your powers too. I was hoping you could provide fire support for Sam, with the ship's cannons.
That shouldn't be a problem. If necessary, I can use this to stay in the action.
As for you, tomorrow.
You know, she's arguably the best marksman on the ship, which would make her an ideal candidate for the miniguns.
Miniguns?
The DHV Magellan happens to have 2 of them mounted up top. The operator can control them remotely from the bridge. So you wouldn't be in any more danger than the rest of us.
And if she's even half as good as she's been in VR, those mechs won't stand a chance, right?
It's like VR? I can do that.
Dolman, you look after Sam.
But of course.
And Sam, you'll be handling the delivery. Plot your route as you see fit.
All right.
Be advised that we will only be able to provide fire support within the chiral network. Outside of it, the cannons become inaccurate, meaning too great a risk of collateral damage.
The advanced party set up a number of Cairo network way stations. We should be able to make use of them. While they were originally built to improve signal strength, they could, once activated, be reconfigured to expand network coverage.
Which would also allow us to move the ship closer.
It's up to you if you want us on hand to provide fire support, Sam.
That said, if you're too close to the network node, you're back in collateral damage territory. Please, bear that in mind.
Once we link up this last node, we'll have succeeded in bringing the Australian continent into the Cairo network. Our defenses will be stronger than ever, and we'll be able to get rid of those ghost mechs for good. So, let's do what we came here to do.
All right.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't forget. Coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this.
Fragile.
Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam.
Feels good.
The final site to be connected is within reach at last. Per APAS's calculations, establishing a connection here could potentially lead to the manifestation of 3 gates. Based on what happened in Mexico, it is likely that these portals have already emerged in nascent form, appearing only as minor distortions in space, invisible to the naked eye. These fissures will gradually develop, and once total chiral connectivity is achieved, they may, with time, eventually mature into fully fledged conduits, allowing travel to and from other lands. It remains unclear whether or not all 3 of these fissures will stabilize and develop into gates, but you will see for yourself once you've linked up the remaining site. On a different subject, I've completed my investigation into the link between Higgs and APAC. I'll tell you more once you've put Terminal Fort Knott on the grid.
Sam, this is Charlie. The time has come to link up our final destination. So allow me to review the specifics for you. All right. Step 1. You will need to use your Cupid to bring this first way station onto the network. Enemy ghost mechs have already been deployed in the surrounding area, though. Attempt to slip past unnoticed or engage in open combat, I'll leave the decision to you. The DHV Magellan will provide support with its miniguns should any mechs come within range. Naturally, we will also keep the ship's main cannon at the ready to fire upon viable targets when necessary. Should you require our assistance, give the order, and we will be happy to oblige. Be sure to keep these various factors in mind when devising your plan of attack, Sam. Once the first way station's on the grid, it's time to move on to the next one. You will find it at this location. Be advised that you will be unable to expand chiral network coverage if you don't connect these way stations in the correct order. In other words, if you go to the second way station first, you will be unable to establish a connection with your Cupid. Now, once the second way station is online, you will need to cross the bridge and deliver the drawbridge terminal unit to Terminal Fort Knott. Then, use the Cupid to bring the city onto the network and complete the order. You will receive the necessary cargo after this briefing. Once the chiral network covers the entire continent, the ghost mechs that have been emerging from the tar currents will no longer be able to come and go as they please. At least that is what APAS's simulations have indicated. This concludes my briefing. You still have a long road ahead of you, but we'll be here to provide constant support. We expect that you'll face fierce resistance, the likes of which you've not yet seen. You will almost certainly require plenty of weapons, blood bags, and other consumables to achieve your goals. Don't skimp on supplies when selecting your equipment. Now then, plot your route and see to all necessary preparations.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
The cargo you'll be taking with you on this run has been fitted with a chiral network path calculation system. This component is required in order to connect way stations using your Cupid, so you must have it in your possession when accessing their terminals. Make sure you don't lose it.
By the end of this, we'll have linked up the entire continent. So let's give it our all, Sam.
Sam.
Nice! Tomorrow came to our rescue. Let's push on, Sam.
Target eliminated. Target in range. Great job, tomorrow. Okay, next target. Pinpoint accuracy.
Are you injured, Sam?
Contact. Tomorrow, shoot. Lock and load, tomorrow. I'm not picking up any more ghost mechs on the radar.
Great work, tomorrow. Sam, head to the way station terminal.
Is everything okay, Sam? If you need to take a moment to recover before the next fight, head to your room. In the meantime, we'll keep an eye on the DHV Magellan.
Sam, Tarman here. The Magellan's main cannon is online and ready to provide fire support. Just give us the word and we'll send the rain.
terminal. If the fire spreads, it'll be destroyed. Sam, get the terminal online with your qubits ASAP. Then we can help put out the fire.
This doesn't look good. Sam, we need to hurry. Thanks for the help, Rainey.
Sam, this is Charlie. I commend you on a job well done. Terminal Fort Knott is almost within reach. Now that things have calmed down, you can return to the DHV Magellan for additional supplies if necessary.
Okay, Tomorrow. Ready? Open fire. Ready to do this? Take him out, Tomorrow. Eliminated. Prepare fire. Over there! Engage! Contact neutralized. That was brilliant, Tomorrow. Sam, the way to Terminal Fort Knott is all clear.
there! Pay attention to that ghost mech! It looks stronger than the others. Keep your wits about you. Okay, Sam?
Again. Good man. Is that really you?
You need to keep moving. I'm going to take out the bridge.
Why?
For a friend in need. Tear us apart.
Still has some fight in it. Finish it off while you have the chance, Sam. boy, that must hurt.
Oh, terrific work. You kicked its ass again. Sent it back to the sea with its tentacle between its, other tentacles. Okay, Sam. Time to connect Terminal Fort Knot to the chiral network.
completing this delivery. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I will confirm the status of your orders. You may now connect this facility to the chiral network. Use your qubit to do so. Now displaying your current order grade. Connection to chiral network established. Thank you for your service.
Here's to the man of the hour. Our hero finally linked up the whole damn continent. You know, I'd say this is a happy ending, but our story ain't over yet. Sadly, we won't be having ourselves a boss battle this time. There's just no point in it. You see, y'all can't win. Damn it.
Sorry, but you are long past your prime.
Hello, beautiful.
Your damaged goods.
Tell me, does it still hurt? Memory of what I did. It does, doesn't it? Go on. It won't work, but be my guest. Still as stubborn as ever. Oh, and by the way, Sam, it was me who killed Lou. Kinda tickles. Your thirst for revenge will never be satisfied.
Enough. I'm putting you down.
I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy.
What?
I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. Take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy.
Done it, Sam. The entire continent is now part of the chiral network. Our mission is complete. And you've defeated Higgs as well. I'd like to think Fragile would be pleased with this outcome. Sam, everyone on the SSS seems to be in high spirits. People are chiming in to congratulate you on finally bringing all of Australia onto the chiral network. It's only right that they should praise you, given how integral you were to the operation. Still, I do wonder if there's a Dollman's the best post in here, or even a We Love Dollman, perhaps.
Sam, you and I have much to discuss. Please come to the bridge as soon as possible.
Glad you could make it, Sam. We wanted to thank you for everything you've done. And what better time than now, after you connected the entirety of Australia and bridged the gap between continents. By extending the proverbial rope, which is the chiral network, to another landmass, we have united them in the Chiralverse. A world divided, made whole. With a few sticks for encouragement. Empowering Higgs was a necessary step. It was we, you see, who built his ghost mech army for him, to use as he deemed fit.
What the hell are you talking about?
An existential threat was required to prompt you to seek strength through mutual connections. It was also necessary for APAC to equip you with sticks of your own. After all, we are incapable of murder.
Who's Wayne? Wait. Don't tell me. You're not human, are you?
Higgs served as a complement to an all-encompassing algorithm. However, this world no longer has need of sticks. Henceforth, we will search for additional plate gates, then extend our reach to new continents.
Oh yeah? What then?
With the support of the chiral network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around, and free from the need for porters. Bots are capable of handling deliveries. By eliminating the risk of running into BTs during travel, you will have finally overcome the Death Stranding. This is the Zero Void Out policy. To understand how we reach this solution, we must first explain the true nature of the Death Stranding, as determined by APAS. Well, Sam, shall we tell you? As a result of connecting the continents, we recovered a massive amount of data on the Death Stranding. We learned it was simply a phenomenon which facilitated extinction events. Until that is, extinction entities appeared who elected to alter the natural order. The Death Stranding became a system that to develop connections with one another. Evolutionary stagnation begets extinction. But in the aftermath, new species will invariably emerge and form communities. Like when aquatic creatures moved onto the land, and their descendants migrated across it, changing all the while. Oh. Extinct species give way to evolved ones. The dead step aside so that life can go on. And travel and migration is the driving force behind it all. It was from this cycle that humanity was eventually born. And now humanity has been prompted to move on. So new species can inherit the planet.
So what? APAS's simulation is saying we're gonna go extinct? Is that it?
Oh, no. No, not at all. We have calculated an ideal strategy. The Chiralverse will allow us to prevent all forms of travel. We intend to use it to manage and control that aspect of your existence.
And APAS is gonna take over and tell humans what to do.
No, you misunderstand me. We are not APAS. APAS is simply a system, a tool with which we devised our optimal solution.
What are you?
Hello there, Sam. Surprised to see me, son? In answer to your question, we began after you completed the North American network. There was a massive void out in UCA territory, and the APAS data center happened to be within the affected area. I was too. I'd given up my shelter and moved to start a new life there. Between residents and staff, a total of 4,000 people were caught in the blast. There was no escape for them. Or me.
And yet our connection was not severed. In that instant, the souls of those humans and the APAS servers found themselves stranded on the same beach. They realized, been subject to a convergence.
A convergence?
Indeed. 4,000 human souls. And APAS merged into an altogether new entity. Singular and indivisible. You could call this multitude the company which APAS keeps. By utilizing our service on the beach, we can remain connected to this world. In this way, we can oversee and restrict your activities to ensure another void out never occurs. It may please you to hear that Drawbridge's efforts have guaranteed the emergence of a new plate gate. One through which we will extend our reach to the next continent. Once it has been integrated into the network, another will form. And by perpetuating this global domino effect, we will bridge the gaps between every remaining landmass until all of the planet's scattered continents are joined, just as they were in the beginning. A single, united whole, over which we will be able to preside.
we are capable not only of managing your movements, but every aspect of your existence. APAS is also connected to the gazers and knows where they are at all times. By using this connection, we can exert control over each and every one of them. With both gazers and humans under our constant supervision, we can eliminate the risk of void-outs. We will save you by putting an end to travel and physical interaction. In the absence of this stimulus, your species will stagnate.
But isn't that just a shortcut to extinction?
Not at all. Only humanity's evolution as a species will cease. You will leave your mortal flesh behind and transition to an eternal existence within the expanse of the Chiroverse.
So we'll live forever as a bunch of dead people.
You will be neither alive nor dead, but endure as a soul.
What's gonna happen to this world?
We will continue to keep watch over all remaining life on Earth until the end of time. As caretakers, we will regulate the activity of other species to ensure that none claim your mantle of apex predator. Humanity will be free to thrive in perpetuity, having evolved into a form that allows you to escape extinction, as is your desire.
No! I'm not about to let that happen.
See the sunset, the day is ending. Let that yawn now. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let love warm you till the morning. Good God. I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes. I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in our dream.
Just who is pulling your strings?
We are no one's puppets. Least of all yours. You have no power over us.
Where are you? Since you certainly aren't on our beach.
Me? I'm right here. It's me, Sam. Alive and kicking. You know, I'm not called Die Hardman for nothing. I take it not even APAS was aware that I've been posing as Charlie this whole time. It's funny, don't you think? The fact is, APAS has never had complete access to Drawbridge's data. Our new Cupid design allows us to restrict connection and limit the flow of information. I oversaw the creation of the Drawbridge prototype during my time as Director of Bridges. And that's when I contacted my old friend, Tarman. And together, we worked to convert this deep tar hunting vessel into a mobile base of operations. I dare say there are some among you who already deduced the name's double meaning. That's right. The DHV Magellan. Or to spell it out, Die Hardman's vessel.
You can't possibly be serious.
It came to my attention that APAS 4000 was seeking to commission Lochna to design a new type of Cupid. Specifically, it wanted her to deliver a model which could one day be used to control all of mankind. Since the technology makes use of human beaches, the human element was essential to the process. Lochna refused at first, so I contacted her and convinced her to take on the job. At least that's how it looked to everyone else. The purpose of this Cupid was not just to facilitate connections, but to sever them. Namely, the ones between our systems and the dead. And without their influence, APAS will go back to being a tool.
Do this, and you will never escape the Death Stranding.
To forsake our flesh and our freedom is out of the question. So, we'll seek out others who value them as we do. Build communities, raise children, live, and love. We would rather strive to achieve the impossible while remaining true to ourselves. To struggle on against the odds in search of new lands and new worlds.
You can't.
Can't we? The chiral network enables us to travel like never before. So, humanity will continue to make use of APAS and embrace the true potential of the chiral network. No one wants to go back to the dark days that followed the Death Stranding.
It's true, what you said about travel. There are people with dunes who can use the beach to jump just about anywhere.
The physical sensation of movement is something we all crave. That unity of body and soul. Dunes may still wind up being an evolutionary dead end. But even in that possibility, I see hope. Now I am going to activate the Cupid we used to connect the continents. Build a bridge to the future we want to see, to choose our own path forward. Until moments ago, each of you was trapped in an elaborate illusion created by the President.
Yeah, we were. What took you so long? Our former president has been hiding on board from the start. in what I call the Shadow Cabinet.
You knew about this?
APAS has been monitoring us for some time. I believe the deception was necessary to avoid discovery. But I'm sorry for keeping you all in the dark. I needed to make sure Drawbridge successfully connected the continents without raising suspicion or attracting APAS's attention. This was the best idea I could come up with. To put away my body for a while. Stop being Die Hardman. Become a ghost. Named Charlie instead.
What are you doing?
Damn it, stop! Get back, you fools! That's not me!
What the fuck?
Higgs.
Broadcasting live from the beach. Same as it ever was. I've been puppeteering this whole thing the whole time. Yeah. All to pay back dear old Amelie for what she did to me.
This is about Amelie?
Yeah. See, I'm gonna crack open that beach she sealed away and kick off the last stranding. The perfect ending humanity deserves. Man, the sweetest revenge I could hope for to take out on that old bitch. And oh, yo. Good to see you again, by the way.
What makes you think you can pull it off?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked. You see, during my lengthy imprisonment, I had time to figure it out. All I needed was a catalyst with a connection to Amelie, and I could break through to her beach.
That connection is long gone.
Oh, Sam. Sweetheart, I'm not talking about you. This is the catalyst that I've been searching for. Brand new extinction entity. Still in the dark, huh? Your genes lined up beautifully. God damn, man. She's your daughter.
What?
Y'all want to come after us, be my guest. We'll be waiting on the beach.
Are we sure that tomorrow is okay?
Hartman is searching for her.
That chrysalis that formed around her should be enough to keep her safe in even the harshest conditions. Pure cryptobiosis. She'll be right, Rainey.
Sam. There's no mistake. Your genetic profiles are a match. Tomorrow really is your daughter.
I'm sorry, but what in the world is going on?
Nothing that makes any sense.
Actually, it's not impossible. As a member of Bridges with Dooms, you were obligated to provide sperm samples.
Which means tomorrow could be Sam's child, conceived via artificial insemination.
If what you say is true, Higgs may well be able to trigger the last stranding.
We have to get tomorrow back. Which means we need to go to the beach where Higgs went.
And how are we supposed to do that?
She can't. She was diagnosed with jump shock. I know you haven't forgotten.
Nevertheless, what other choice do we have?
I've got to at least try.
Fragile.
We're taking the ship to the beach.
With the combined support of every single Doom sufferer here, it's possible Fragile might be able to jump us where we need to go.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
I'm sorry. Wherever Higgs went, I can't follow.
He must have been operating out of his own beach, using his car to assume control of vessels in our world, in the same manner that I have.
But I know exactly where his beach is. I mapped it already, and there was nobody there. I checked. So how do we find the right beach?
No. Doesn't matter where Higgs is. All we have to do is connect to the Dreamcatcher and the Kipu. Amelie. Higgs was wearing her Kipu, wasn't he? If we had something connected to her, we could follow the Kipu and Higgs. Tarman, can you take us to Sam's shelter?
I'll prepare the ship. Sit tight in your quarters.
Already? No, something's wrong. A problem with the Magellan, perhaps?
Sam, this is Tarman. We've been monitoring the state of the tar currents, but they're showing no sign of calming down. The Mexican side is especially bad at the moment. And that instability seems to be having an effect on Australia as well. I'm afraid it's much too dangerous to try moving the DHV Magellan. Time is of the essence, however, and we can ill afford to wait until the currents are calm enough for us to travel. So, we're going to need you to go on ahead without us, Sam. Back to Mexico. We have no idea what's waiting for you there. But we've modified Higgs's guitar for your use, if that's any consolation. Practice with it on the ship's range if you like. I don't need to tell you it packs a punch. Just remember to take it with you when you go. You can even bring it to the beach, on account of its rather unique properties. We'll keep you apprised on the tar current situation as soon as we can. We're rooting for you, Sam.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Take care. Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care, Sam.
creatures can travel in groups of several hundred individuals. If you intend to face them, explosive ordnance is your only viable option. Take out as many as you can at once.
Sam, we've got some updates on the disturbances in the tar currents. The point of greatest instability appears to be not too far from the site you linked up at the very beginning of your journey, in the vicinity of Ciudad Nudo del Norte. Corallium levels are well outside the normal range, and I'm willing to bet there's something of interest to be found there. For instance, we've also received reports of a giant shadow. I've marked the location on your map. Proceed there as soon as you can. And Sam, be advised that the anomaly is growing larger. Left unchecked, it's unclear what wider impact this might have. We also won't be able to travel to the beach until the issue is resolved. You're the only one we can turn to. Get moving and sort this out.
Commencing route creation. Delivering.
What in the world's happening to the sky? I have a tremendously bad feeling about this. We had better hurry, Sam.
Look at how far
chiral network coverage.
Quick, Sam! We need to pick up the pace! For this, Sam. See those reddish areas on its body? I suspect they may be its weak points. Think you can hit them? Our enemy's growing weaker, Sam. Keep it up a little longer. Excellent work, Sam. Honestly, to take down such a massive monstrosity is an incredible feat. I can only assume that the disturbances in the tar currents will now start to subside. But we don't have time to waste. We need to get to your shelter as quickly as possible.
Brilliant work, Sam. On a different subject, about APAS 4000. We used the drawbridge Cupid and had a go at digging through the relevant records. Our search yielded an explanation as to how they managed to construct their servers on the beach. They mathematically predicted a point where the tar currents intersected with the beach and dispatched cargo ships with the necessary materials along this route. We also acquired the data for the special propulsion system needed to make the trip. Now rest assured, we've already begun the work of retrofitting this system to the DHV Magellan's own components. Once we're finished, we'll have the ability to travel to and from any beach we please. Wherever Higgs goes, we should be able to follow. That said, to reach a beach of your choosing, you need an item with a strong connection to the place. Higgs has Amelie's Kipu and Dreamcatcher in his possession, as I recall. Either would have served as a sufficient connection to both you and her. Higgs is single-minded in his obsession. He only cares about you and Amelie. That's not enough, though. As you know only too well, emotions alone don't amount to a powerful connection. Just like how communicating with someone via hologram is no substitute for being able to reach out and touch their actual heart. What I'm trying to say is, you need something physical, a tangible object that binds you to Amelie. There must be something suitable in your shelter, and that's exactly what we need you to find. With it, we'll be able to follow Higgs to the beach. Higgs is hell-bent on triggering the last stranding, and we don't have much time until he does. We're working as quickly as we can to get the ship's engines ready. But you, Sam, you need to get us the key to unlock the beach the bastards fled to, before it's too late. At the very least, the tar currents appear to have calmed down somewhat. The DHV Magellan can travel to your position without issue. We'll link up with you at your shelter.
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Sam, this is Tarman. Fragile is still suffering from the effects of jump shock. Nevertheless, we can't do this without her assistance. She'll lead the way by identifying the specific beach we need to reach. All Doom sufferers aboard the ship will then harness their powers to help perform the jump and reduce the strain on her as much as possible. Now, while it's true that Fragile and Higgs are no strangers to one another, the success of this jump ultimately hinges on the strength of the connection between her and you. It needs to be unbreakable. You and Fragile must ensure your Ka and Ha are linked by a connection that will withstand any and all strain.
Heard you found a good friend, dapper man and wide. There's a long way left to go. I'm sure he'll drive you home. He swears to bring you back soon in the quest of the dream. It's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. He said he needed help, so he lent you hand. Little did you know he's a troubled man, keeping you in check with a deadly smile, complimenting you so you'd stay a while. What seems so wrong felt so right, feeling safer than he ever felt before. Now to scratch a fear away in a doubt, but it's too late now. It's too late now. Today I'll be remembered, tomorrow just a dream. It's not what it seems. but that doesn't mean my eyes will be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop believing my complaining, because I'm free. Nothing worrying me.
That belongs to you, doesn't it? I doubt that it held any meaning for Amelie. Is that?
It's Bridget or Amelie.
Yes, this photo of Amelie, or Bridget, should serve as a tie to the quipu she wore, meaning we should be able to use it to connect to the quipu in Higgs's possession as well. Yes, this is exactly what we need, Sam.
Sam, with what you've found, we should be able to determine which beach Higgs ran off to. Hurry back to the ship. It's time we took the fight to Higgs.
Higgs isn't going to go down without a fight, Sam. Do whatever it takes to save tomorrow.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Sam, it's Di Hartman. The DHV Magellan can get underway at any time, but we'll need everyone to work together to make it happen. When you're ready to depart, come and join us on the bridge.
Sam, when you come to the bridge, be sure to bring your BB pod with you. We have to pray it still has a strong connection to Amelie.
Everybody ready? Concentrate and focus your powers.
For the sake of the future, we must all come together. As a barrier to the bad, and a gateway to the good. All hands, brace for launch.
Engaging tar ballast pumps. DHV Magellan, ready to dive.
There was a time when I would shatter at every hit or so, but now I barely feel the pain when I fall. This violence is turning madness, forgetting what was so. I tell you all that men are breaking, but you don't know. Don't waste your life observing the slaughter. There is no time to grieve the sun. Take every chance of trying all you can find. Then you'll overcome. You'll catch the light and shine it all around. It's all we have to survive this world.
Fragile! Fragile!
Discharging tar ballast tanks. DHV Magellan surfacing.
Get us airborne, on the double.
Attention all hands. Prepare for flight mode. Brace yourselves. 4,000 souls stranded in this place, bound to a pass to create this singular beach.
So this is where Higgs is.
I'm activating the hologram. Look! Zooming in.
Tomorrow.
Multiple BTs approaching.
Stand by and prepare for battle.
Please, Sam. It has to be you. You have to be the one to finish it.
Take the guitar with you. It's the perfect weapon for a place like this. It draws in chiralium from the surrounding air and converts it into energy. Here on the beach, it should pretty much work indefinitely.
Sam, take me as well. I can serve as a communicator.
We'll take care of things here. Get to it, Sam.
Be careful. And remember, I'll always be with you.
Fragile.
Battle stations! Charlie, activate battle mode. Release strand cords. Deploy cannons. Screens, activate. Okay. Ready to give them hell?
Okay, Sam. The DHV Magellan is going to act as bait for all the BTs. We'll take advantage of that to head to the beach, where we'll hopefully find tomorrow waiting for us. Higgs 2, of course. This will be a golden opportunity for you two to settle your differences.
Let's go! Nice one! Onward! We're running out of time! Full power to the engine! They're everywhere!
I'm back, baby.
We have more BTs closing in.
There's so many of them!
Can you handle it? Quickly, you need to take out its head.
I think it stopped. Wait. Is that...
Dead man.
That's right. Everyone, hold on tight. DHV Magellan, integrate!
Dead man.
None other, my friend. I've managed to take control of this thing with my car.
He is, in essence, serving as the bridge between the entity and our ship. So you can leave the fighting to us. Get moving, Sam.
You're dealing with Higgs now. I'm afraid there's no avoiding this fight.
along now. You're too late, Sam. Well, let's just say I've died on the beach before. You of all people should understand. The loneliness. Tens of thousands of years just wandering. Without you. Fragile. Amelie. Anyone. Fucking take it. Just when I finally had embraced oblivion, these dead folks right here. Up and called me back. The 4,000 poor bastards who joined with APAS in a convergence. To them, I was another ghost. Just another lingering soul. Well, with so much in common, they thought I should team up with their little company. And me being me, I played along. All the while. I was working towards my own personal goal.
No, I get it. Is that really what you want?
Oh, yeah. To bring about the last stranding? But for real this time. I mean, honest! What is the point of this graveyard, huh? Humans deserve to go extinct. To be forgotten. What do you say? One last dance on top of their old bones?
Feels good, don't it?
Gotcha! Time to reset. Now I think it's time we played a different kind of game with an old friend of yours. You should see the view from up here. Here you go. Eat this. Yoo-hoo! Eyes up here. Where's our little son? Up here, Sandy boy! Remember that day on the beach when my guiding light betrayed me? Chose not yours truly, but Sam the man. Well, that girl was meant to be mine. Luckily, I found someone new. Your very own baby girl, the extinction entity. I am truly grateful. I got to savor this revenge against you twice over. There's just a beautiful poetry in our fates. You see that? The last stranding is finally upon us. Victory is mine. That girl ain't got no choice but to accept what's happening. Up close and personal. That old familiar feeling. Kept you waiting, huh? You and me. It ain't over yet.
We are
Is that really all you got, Sam? Son of a... Can't get by without a stick in the end. Even you gotta face facts. Let's walk out. One last. To be making sweet music. Why won't you die? No. I'll sing you! I ain't through with you yet. We ain't done! That's it. You wanna jam? Me? Tired! Bullshit! Kiss the world goodbye, Sam! Fuck off! You! Amelie! I feel it! I'm putting you down! To me! It's the last strategy! Don't want to hear the fucking encore! Suck it!
Motherfucker!
The moment's creeping closer.
Fucking prick! Rot in hell, you son of a bitch!
Really is you, isn't it? It's okay. See the sunset. The day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let love warm you till the morning.
See the sunset. The day is ending. There's no
Okay, time to head home.
with you by your side. Close your tired eyes. I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in a you go, and I
She alright?
Unconscious, but unharmed. Sam. Listen.
Fragile?
Fragile's dead, Sam. Truth is, she's been dead for some time. While you were away, searching for that photo, Fragile contacted me. Came clean about the whole thing. It happened back when she tried to jump Lou to safety. And she was in that space between the world of the living and the dead. And Higgs shot her.
As you know, the flow of time is different in our two worlds.
On the other side, Fragile's death was a tragedy that had already come to pass. On this side, however, her physical form still endured, if only for a while. Its end yet to arrive.
Fragile knew what the future had in store for her, and what she wanted to do with the time she had left. You were the one person she asked me not to tell, Sam. The only one. And I trust that you understand why.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Let him go.
Sam, there's something I haven't told you. When Higgs shot me, in that instant, my Ka and my Ha were separated from one another. And the fact that Lou and I were even able to make the jump had nothing to do with me. It was Lou. Lou connected us to those poor lost souls. And at the time, being with them seemed safer than with me. So I decided to leave Lou in their care. But afterwards, Sam, when you came and found me, I'd lost all memory of what I'd done. The only thing I knew for certain was that I was already dead. And that what little time I had left, I wanted to spend traveling with you. It wasn't until the moment we arrived at Apas's beach that I finally remembered. About Lou, about the jump, about everything that had happened. It's my fault that you never got to watch Lou grow up. Me, who stole all those precious years. I'm so sorry, Sam. I can't give you back the time you've lost. But promise me you'll make the most of your future. With Lou. will never be alone. Death can't tear us apart. We will always be with you. Now go on. The others are waiting.
Wait!
Sam, we've completed preparations for our return trip. Hartman has finished mapping and logging the coordinates of this beach, and all data concerning the tar currents that brought us here have been recorded as well. With this information at our disposal, we can retrace our path easily. Even without Fragile's power, we should be able to return to Australia at any time. Come to the bridge whenever you're ready.
All squared away? We're gonna need everyone's power to make this work. Attention all hands. It's time for us to go home.
Thank you for coming.
You said it's urgent, so tell me, I don't have much time.
They're after my child. They want Lou for themselves. Bridges has plans, and everything hinges on using Lou as a sacrificial BB. Because they need the child of a repatriate. But I won't let them have my baby. We need to tell everyone that you are the father.
But I'm not. I want you to stop playing with me. Please.
Neil. Please. Help me keep Lou safe.
should run to Mexico. There's a bunch of routes only people like me know. And I have a couple of friends down there that that can help us out. But we need to move quick. Next week, no later. Okay? I will come back and pick you up here.
Neil?
What?
This contains everything. I want you to hold on to it for me.
Let's go.
Just a moment.
Just leave it. Everything we need is in the car. Everything. Just to make it more romantic. Don't worry.
Okay. Mexico's ready. He's a patient of mine. Thank you. Let me double check. Should work.
Thank you, guys. Oh, that's impressive.
Hold it! Don't move! Don't move!
You had to know. We'd never let you leave. You're carrying the child of a repatriate, after all. A test subject of incalculable value.
Gun! Put it down! Put it down!
No. You're wrong, because that's my child. So back the fuck off.
Back off!
Neil.
No! Check fire! Check fire! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Lucy. Hey. Oh, fuck.
Neil.
You have to save her. Please. Please.
We can try. But there's going to be conditions. This child is invaluable to us. You have to agree to let us take it.
She'll survive. She'll survive. Give me your word.
I give you my word, Neil. I give you my word.
extraction was successful. BB-00 was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility.
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal. 1 male, 1 female.
Impossible. What the hell?
How long has it been like this?
He's already succumbed to necrosis. What the hell?
This doesn't make any sense. Call the PD team. Now go get out of here!
find excuses for your anger. You're drowning in sorrow. When all the reasons to stay are selfish, you must go. I'll show you out this burden is hiding the meaning of it all. How beautiful this life can be. You don't have to grow. Don't waste your life respecting the rulers. There is no time you need to run. Take every chance and joy that you can find. Any love or any kind. Go catch the light and shine it all around. It's all we have to survive this world. Don't think of all you have to leave behind. You're all I have to survive this
I remember now. The journey the two of us went on together. You and me, Sam.
No.
We will always be connected. I'm Eloise.
Yeah.
To all the roads that we are yet to pave, the dreams that stillness entertains and slays. Now if my love for you won't make you stay, I don't know what will. You will never leave a trace where you won't. If the only path you take's the one you're told, walk away, I'll find you. So far away, I'll reach you. So I'll love you.
Me, I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again today. And every day, even when we're long gone. Death can't tear us apart. That's why today is another day on the road.
just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Now displaying your current porter grade.